Hi, welcome to Office Hours with Stitchcraft Marketing. My name is Laura Cameron. I am the Director of Operations for Stitchcraft, and I'm joined today by my colleagues, Rebecca and Flossie. And today we're going to talk about turning negative reviews into positive customer experiences. This is kind of a thorny topic because no matter how long you've been in business, no matter how great your products, unfortunately, your customers are not going to be 100% satisfied all of the time. And I'm sure everyone has had a run-in with a less than stellar review. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can use those as an opportunity to improve your customer relationships and share about all the wonderful things your business is doing and try and salvage that relationship. So today's talk is based on an article. Today's talk is based on an article that we wrote on our blog. It is free for your reading, which is 4 steps to turn negative reviews into positive customer experiences. So I found this statistic when I was doing my research for this presentation. Only 20% of customers will forgive a bad experience with a company and return again, but nearly 80% will forgive a bad experience if they rate the service team as very good. So like I said, we're going to focus on this today as an opportunity for you to improve your customer service relations, fix problems that have happened, find solutions, make sure they don't happen again, and salvage that relationship with your customer so that they return to you in the future. So there are 4 steps. Step 1 is listen to what the customer is saying. The customer isn't always right, but the customer is always the customer. They have a problem and you need to listen to what they're saying. They need someone to hear them and to understand and empathize with them. So what is the core issue? Did they have an issue with the quality of your product or service? Did they have an issue with the delivery of your product or service? Did they have an interaction with the staff, your staff, that was less than positive? What is it about their experience that's sort of the root of the problem? To learn more about this, you're also going to respond to what they're saying. The first thing you're going to do is treat this like an investigation. You are information gathering to try and determine what happened, when it happened, who was involved, and then you're also going to be looking at why it happened and how you can ensure it doesn't happen again. So you want to ask them questions about the specifics of what went wrong. Oh, you visited our store. Do you know the name of who you spoke with? What was the product that you purchased? What was it that didn't meet your expectations? Those kinds of things. Sometimes people are feeling less than positive. And it will take a little bit of work to sort of get the information you need, but you want to listen with an empathetic ear and you want to find what the root of the problem is, because in most customer complaints, there is a germ of a problem that you probably need to fix. Even if it was a one-off, how can you make sure that it doesn't happen again? Part of this, like I said, is responding in a timely manner. So your response should include things like acknowledge of and apology for the issue. I'm so sorry this happened. This was not our intention. You know, this is not our normal level of customer service, but we understand why you're dissatisfied. Your focus on customer happiness. We strive to have happy customers. We want our customers to enjoy shopping with us, to enjoy the services that they receive, and to have nothing but positive things to say. Depending on their complaint, you might want to offer something of value to make amends. Maybe you want to offer a coupon on their next service. Maybe you want to offer a refund for that product or service, or offer that they try it again. Remember, when you're making this offer, you are giving your customers an opportunity to give you another chance to wow them with their experience with you. You are not just giving away something of value. You are trying to prove to them that their experience was not the norm, and that the norm with you is something wonderful. How timely? No, you do not have to be responding to customer issues 24/7. However, we do recommend that you respond within 24 hours or within 1 to 2 business days. If you are a website that does online commerce or is available on Saturdays or Sundays, you need to go ahead and respond on those Saturdays and Sundays. If you don't work weekends, if you are a small shop that is only open Monday through Friday, or your customer service hours are Monday through Friday, and the issue happens on a Friday or Saturday, you are fine responding on a Monday or Tuesday. But it needs to be as close in proximity as you can reasonably accommodate in your business functions, because you don't want it to just sit out there. You don't want them to feel like their concerns have not been taken seriously. If you've ever sent an email to a company, or left a review on something and wanted some kind of response, the longer the response takes in coming, the less you feel like the company values your feedback and you as a customer. So you do want to make sure it's timely, but like I said, you don't need to respond within 2 hours, and you can always sit and think about your response a little bit more, even if you're available to do so. So step 3 should be obvious. Fix the problem. Obviously, this is easier said than done, but what was the root cause of the problem? Is it actually a product defect? Was there a problem with delivery? Was it a shipping mishap? What are processes that you can put into place to try and prevent this from happening again? I can guarantee you that most customer problems are repeatable. Not all of them, but most of them are repeatable, and you do not want to be in a position where the same problem keeps happening over and over. That is a pattern, and ultimately your customers are going to pick up on that. You need to go ahead and solve that problem so that you can ensure that it isn't repeated. And finally, we talk about sharing the solution. You need to let your customer know that the situation has been resolved, and you want to hope that it has been resolved to their satisfaction. So however they contacted you, you need to contact them back, and you need to let them know that the problem is fixed. If the review was public, you also want to share the solution publicly. And I don't say this because I want you to be out there bragging about what you're doing, but because if there is a public review on your page that talks about something happened that was less than stellar, you want to prove that you are listening, you are making changes, you are receptive to customer feedback, and that you have made the changes so that your customers can see that the problem was resolved. Potential customers who are reading reviews on your site will have nowhere to go if they see a negative review that doesn't have some kind of resolution attached to it. So definitely share those gains publicly. Now, I will talk very briefly, very briefly about reviews that are abusive, or where there isn't potentially an issue. And I will say that these reviews are few and far between, because there is usually something at the root of the problem that you can fix, and a way that you can make it up to the customer. That said, there are going to be a few people who are just going to leave nasty rants. And if you believe that what the review that they have left is abusive or does not contain an actual issue, you can think about deleting these, but I would say use your judgment, sit with it, and think about it. Customers can tell when a company is deleting all negative feedback. You do not want to delete most of your negative feedback, as long as there is something at the root of the issue and something that you can fix. It does show customers that even if somebody has a bad experience, it was resolved to their satisfaction. That said, if it is abusive, if it contains swear words, if it's not appropriate, if it's on a platform like Yelp or Google Reviews, you can follow their procedures for removing the feedback. And if it is on your own site or your own social media and it is abusive, you do ultimately have the power to either hide or delete that comment. Like I said, use that very sparingly, only in cases that really merit it. So finally, I will share an additional resource with you that we love here at the agency. It is a book written by Jay Baer. It is called Hug Your Haters, and it talks about embracing your customer complaints, exactly what we're talking about today, and how to use them to build deeper customer relationships. And the deeper the relationship you build with your customer, the better their loyalty is going to be. So thanks for tuning in. This talk will be posted to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask them now, or you can always contact us using the contact us link in the description box below on the YouTube video. And we would love to chat with you and talk about how you can turn your negative reviews into positive customer experiences. Thanks so much for joining us today.